They tried socialism, didn't they? And it didn't go well.
Yeah, this is interesting. So the Pilgrims didn't have money. And so they approached investors in England who formed the London Company, and the company had bylaws. And they weren't really thrilled with this. And they were sort of at the very last minute already on the boat. And they come with these papers and you say, you got a shot. So they sign it. But these bylaws specified that everything would be owned in common. Everything gained by cooking, hunting, fishing, trading, shall go into ye common stock. And everyone's are to have their meat, drink, and apparel and all provision out of ye common stock. Right? So everybody works, goes into this pot, and then everybody gets paid out of it. They tried it, and they almost starved to death. William Bradford, the governor of the Pilgrims, writes, the failure of that experiment of communal service, which was tried for several years by good and honest men, proves the emptiness of the theory of Plato and other ancients, applauded by some of latter times, that the taking away of private property and possession of it in community would make a state happy and flourishing as if they were wiser than God. For in this instance, community of property was found to breed much confusion and discontent, retard much employment. For the young men, who were most able and fit for service, objected to being forced to spend their time and strength in working for other men's wives and children without any recompense. The stronger man or the resourceful man had no more share of food, clothes, etc., than the weak man, who was not able to do a quarter what the other could. This was thought injustice. The aged and graver men, who were ranked and equalized in labor, food, clothes, etc., with the humbler and younger ones, thought it some indignity and disrespect. And then I thought this was interesting. He says, as for men's wives, who were obliged to do service for other men, such as cooking, washing their clothes, etc., they considered it a kind of slavery, and many husbands would not brook it or allow it. And William Bradford goes on, let none argue that this is due to human failing rather than to this communistic plan of life in itself. He says, I answer that God had another plan of life fitter for them. And so they began to consider how to raise more corn. After much debate, it was decided each man would plant corn for his own household. What a novel idea.